I have roughly 8 weeks to make a festival-worthy documentary, and the worst part, I have no idea what it's going to be about. Well, I might have some idea, but really I'm not quite sure. For me, choosing an idea might be one of the hardest aspects of knowing what story to tell. Come up with ideas, but then choosing that story, it might be difficult. Lucky for me, I had some help. I just got back from a camping trip and I had this urge to do more fly fishing. Life is more than just work and pressing record. My passion for creating really started here, and why has it taken me so long to return to it? It's also another chance to see if my passion to create micro epics is far-fetched or, if it can actually be done. I'd love to know. So, you've got to try. With that, I found a film festival called Fly Film Fest, and film submissions are due October 31st this year. And it's almost September. Yeah, not letting myself have so much time. So I do know it's a fly fishing story. It can't be longer than 18 minutes. And since I just got back from camping, I might as well incorporate that element of it or something. Maybe, why not? I like camping too, so that could work. But telling a good story really requires something that viewers can emotionally connect to. Due to the timeline, though, and budget constraints, I have to come up with a contained story idea, or at least I think so, which likely means it needs to be something personal. I call myself now a garage filmmaker and at times a solo filmmaker, and I have to come up with an idea that I feel is emotionally strong. And luckily, I think I have a good start of what that could be. There is one major consideration when it comes to the story, because I could go huge, epic, but can I afford that? The big thing though is time, and working on client projects can really suck the joy out of creating art. It's why creating passion projects is so important. But you can run into, like me, having too many, and my other documentaries and films that I am working on do need to take priority. And the production window for this particular film is very small. Because of this obstacle, I have two options the way I see it. Option A, I can play it safe, stay local, and maximize what is on screen because I'm not traveling far. I'll have all my gear and can easily get pickup shots if needed down the road because I'm local. Option B, I can risk it all and make a grand epic adventure traveling into the mountains and hoping I can pack my gear efficiently to capture a story really worth sharing. This is going to be an exercise in creating a highly engaging, high production value documentary film solo. Honestly, I'm not sure how well it will turn out, but I won't know unless I try it, right? So let's try it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Watch Summer Cell when it comes out. You might get that one. But I think one of the harder things in making documentary films is coming up with a strong story. You can tell a story about whatever, but is it strong? And looking at my options, I need to have two concepts ready to go. And because the post-production turnaround is going to be quick, like crazy, I can't spend forever trying to find the story and hours of footage and interviews. I have to know what it is going into it. So let's start with the local story. I recently moved to a new city, closer to where I grew up and next to a river, and I can fly fish daily, like 5 minutes down the street, maybe 10. But I'm not an expert fishing this river, but I want to learn so that I can fish it regularly and catch fish. That's kind of important. I would like to catch fish. So I'm thinking the story might be around or about discovering a new spot or learning the local rivers, maybe contributing to the community. I think I need to connect to what got me excited about fly fishing in the first place. It needs to have a heart to it. And that's the risk, is it could just be something and have no heart. Thing is I can rely on childhood photos and stories from the past for inspirations to get to my end goal. But the big thing to search for here is, what is the big hook? every other film in this festival is going to have big adventures, catching big epic fishes. What do I have that they don't? So this local story feels more practical, easier to manage along with client work and proposals, and has a higher guarantee of being finished in times to the level I would be okay with. But it's the safe bet. And sometimes playing safe doesn't get you very far. It's safe, but let's take a look at the epic adventure idea. So I grew up camping in what I consider one of the most epic places. It is where I grew up learning to fish, where I developed my style and love for fly fishing. A story like this would be probably returning to my childhood fishing holes, traveling upstream to the places I discovered only after I moved away. I really want to go back to those holes again. Revisit what got me excited about fishing. The return to the first love. This one would be a heartstring story that relies on memories and epic scenery. This story has a much higher risk, but it does connect directly with a passion of mine and could be that inspiring story that prompts folks to take action and follow their dreams. But the risk is higher and the cost is more. So yeah, so I need to have both ideas flushed out, so just in case whatever happens, I can pivot accordingly, whatever the schedule is. And that's where I'm at, and the dilemma remains. Do I go big, risk it all, and make a grand epic adventure that will take me hours into the mountains, upstream through the canyon and into rattlesnake country in search of that long-lost fishing hole from decades ago? Or do I play it safe, turning the local quest into something grander than what I thought it might be? Honestly, I'm not sure, and it might be determined by what jobs are confirmed in the next few weeks. What do you think? What should I do? Should I use my head and stay local? Should I follow my heart and go upstream? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to support this project, there's a link down there below. You can join the Patron unit. I'll share all the details below, and catch the next video, and I'll probably share what this story is going to be, and we'll give you an update, because I got to start 8 weeks away.